games here in Budapest between the home team, Hungary, and Spain, the last European Championship bronze medalist team. There is the Hungarian lineup, and these Hungarian girls, most of them were there 2 years ago. The team of Attila Bíró, who finished in the 4th place when they lost the 3rd place match, the bronze medal match against Spain. Just like the Spanish team, they made 3 changes compared to the last Euro. Matilde Ortiz, Helena Jorret and Ana Gual left out from the team, while Rosi Tarrago, Irene González and Paula Crespi came in. But this is the same team as in the World Championship last year, clinched the silver medal, and with that the Olympic spot in Tokyo. The only European team who have already an Olympic berth to the Summer Olympics this year is the Spanish team. So this is just something almost means that as here in the European Championship, only one berth is about to go to one of these teams. There is one team who will win the Euro, will win the Olympic berth as well. So the Spanish team won 1 time gold, silver, bronze medals, while the Hungarians, one of the most medal team in Europe. 13 times they were in the podium, 3 gold medals, 5 silver plus 5 bronze medals. First time Hungary won the gold, 1991, then 10 years later, and the last time it happened 4 years ago in Belgrade. And the last time in Barcelona, Hungary finished on the 4th place after they lost against Spain in the bronze medal match. Looking at the European Championship, when Hungary was the host nation, in 2001, Hungary won the gold medal in the final, beating Italy by 2 goals. And 6 years ago, Hungary won the bronze medal in the semi-final. Hungary lost against Spain by 1 goal, and for the 3rd place, beating Italy by 1. While the Spanish team in 2001 finished in the 6th place after losing in the quarter-final against Russia. And 6 years ago, they were not just beating the Hungarians in the semi-final, but in the final they won against the Netherlands 10-5. There you can see the 2 goalies who will start the match. Of course, the Spanish goalie will be Laura Ester, and for Hungary it will be Orsolya Kassó. So the first swim off, and seems like that it will go to the Hungarians wearing the white cap, and the Spanish team is wearing the blue one. And now it's Rita Keszthelyi Nagy, who just got married after the World Championship last year. So until that he was just Keszthelyi. Now she is Keszthelyi Nagy. Now this is Máté. Garda passing to the center forward. There is the first exclusion from the match. Rebecca Parks was there from the Hungarians. She was born in New Zealand, in Hamilton, and she's competing for Hungary. Now this is Garda, and the shot which was blocked by a defender. So there is no goal from the first attack, from the first extra man situation for the Hungarians. Ortiz. That's the wing, back to Bea Ortiz. Now to the center forward, there is an exclusion from there, from the Hungarian team. Now this is 6-on-5 for Spain. And the Spanish team is passing the ball, looking for the chance for the shot. There is Tarrago and the block. Now to the center forward, and the rebound goes to the Hungarian goalie. And the chance ahead of the Hungarians again to take the lead. Vai had her first European Championship now this year. And now the first goal of the match scored by Greta Gurisatti, who debuted in the European Championships 2 years ago. Now this is her second Euro. The 23 years old Greta Gurisatti. She was there for 2 World Championships as well, but as the Hungarians in these big tournaments didn't manage to take medals. As I said, in the Euro finished 4th, while in the World Championships last year finished also the 4th place, and 3 years earlier in Hungary, in Budapest, in the World Championship finished 5th. This is one more block, but there is a turnover foul, shows the referee. So the ball goes back to Spain, and having the chance to equalize. Huge support from the Hungarian crowd. No full house, but that's for sure that around 3,000 people here in Duna Arena. This time, the Hungarians are winning the ball after the foul. The head-to-head between the two teams. The Hungarians are leading by 1 victory, 6-5 against Spain. Plus there was 1 draw between the two teams. Only 3 seconds for Hungary now. And there is a lob shot saved by Laura Ester. That was Ester's first save in the game. And there is an exclusion from the Hungarians, Zsuzsana Máté. Anna Espár passing with Ben Ortiz. Now to the left wing, and Kaso was there and saves it. Beautiful move from the Hungarian goalie, who just arrived for the shot of Anna Espár. And there is the fast break and the missed chance. Vanda Vai, the fastest Hungarian swimmer. And the referee is asking the ball. And he's going to check something on the video. And what happened, that this was a goal, as we can see from the video review. And yes, in this picture that we could see on the replay, we could see that it really went in. So no save for the Hungarian goalie. Orsolya Jeho Kovácsné Kaso, and the goal for Spain scored by Anna Espár, the number 3. And everything what happened after that is just something that would not happen. So everything must reset. Turn back the time. So Spain equalized on man up, 1-1 in the second semi-final here in Budapest in the European Championships. Now this is Leimeter. Back pass from Keszthelyi Nagy. Leimeter. Only 8 seconds for the Hungarians. Leimeter, only 3 seconds. Vai, and the shot. A skip shot. Just went too high. This will be a really tight game, just like the first semi-final was between Russia and the Netherlands, which ended in a draw 7-7. And in a penalty shootout, the Netherlands missed 2 penalties, while the Russians made no mistake. What a lob shot, but just too high, as well as the last Hungarian shot. An exclusion from the Spanish team. Anna Espar. First major foul goes to Anna Espar. This is Vai. Leimeter. Szilágyi. Leimeter. Vai. Leimeter, only 3 seconds for the Hungarians, and Hungary missed this chance. There was a block from the Spanish player. Great defense. Rosi Tarago was there. Now to the center forward, and there is a 5-meter penalty for Spain. It was clearly seen. Maica Garcia, the Spanish center forward, arrived there, and now the penalty will go for the Spanish team. Rosi Tarago with the ball. And she hits the post. Missed chance. Tarago, who had already 10 goals here in Budapest in the tournament, and now exclusion from Spain. 6-on-5 for Hungary. Marta Bach. Keszthelyi Nagy trying to pass to the center forward. There is Natasha Rybanska now fighting with the defenders. One more shot and one more block. Szilágyi this time, and Bea Ortiz blocked the shot. Only 2 minutes to go from the first quarter, and still only 2 goals that we could see. Bea Ortiz. Tarago, and the shot scores. It went in, although Kasho just touched it, but she couldn't save. So what Tarago couldn't do from the penalty, she did it in this action shot. Roser Tarago, the goal scorer. The skip shot just went almost into the face of the Hungarian goalie and deflected there and went into the back of the net. Unlucky goal for the Hungarians. Now this is Rybanska. And there is the quick equalizer. Who has then the top scorer from the Hungarians, Rita Keszthelyi Nagy. Who was the top scorer of the whole European Championships in 2012, 14 and 16. Only last time in Barcelona she wasn't the top scorer, but that time Bea Ortiz from Spain was that, who scored 25 goals. This is number 24 goal for Keszthelyi Nagy here in Budapest in the tournament. Bea Ortiz. It's Tarrago. Under 10 seconds, and there was, as the crowd said, a turnover foul, but the referee decided that there is just a foul. And the free throw for Spain now to the center forward. And the referee says exclusion from the Hungarians, but Attila Bíró could see there up. Thought already that the ball will go to Hungary. There is a shot and one more Spanish goal. Spain takes the lead 3-2, and one more time Rosy Tarrago is the goal scorer. Her second goal. She was, if I remember well, here in Budapest, she had a match when she scored 7 goals in the group stage. And altogether, the Spanish team is always give some rest for the older players when they were faced against weaker opponents. So, of course, Rosy Tarrago is just 26 years old, but she got a lot of rest during the tournament. Exclusion now. Crespi. Rosy Tarrago wasn't there in the last Euro, but here it's the ball which is in the back of the Spanish net. The goal scorer is Dóra Leimeter. And now Hungary equalize again. Hungary 3, Spain 3, and only 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Can be one last Spanish shot in the end, but there is no more shots, so the first quarter ended in a draw, just like in the first semi-final between Russia and the Hungarian goalie Krasó has a no save, as that shot, which we thought she saved, in the end after the video assistant review we saw that was in, so she needed to face with 3 shots and she has no save, while Laura Ester is almost with the same, but she has a 1 save from 4 shots. That makes the difference. Spain won the sprint. We are having the ball. And so far, Hungary and Spain met in the semi-finals of major events 5 times since 2008, and Spain won all that 5 matches. Last year in the World Championships, 6 years ago, and the European Championships, 2013, the World, 2012 in the Olympic game, and in 2008 at the European Championships. So the Hungarians are in the semi-finals. They lost all the 5 matches in the past 12 years. Espar, Tarrago, a block came from Gyöngyösi. Sorry, not Gyöngyösi, but Garda. This is Anna Espar. Only 2 seconds for Spain. A shot from distance, and the first save for Kassó. 31 years old goalie. Well, this is Garda. Garda. Try to pass to the center forward. There is Rebecca Parks fighting with the defenders. Now exclusion from Spain. Leighton, Garda, Vai, back to Garda, now to the left to Szilágyi. This is Illés, and she scores! Hungary takes the lead, 4-3. Anna Illés is the goal scorer. He was one of those 4 players who won the European Championship 4 years ago in Belgrade. But only 4 years gone, and from that 13 players, only 4 still here in the Hungarian lineup. Anna Illés is one of them. Then the 2 goalie, Gangul and Kassó, plus Rita Keszthelyi Nagy, who was the top scorer on the tournament as well. Exclusion from Hungary. This time Gyöngyösi. Pass to the center forward, and the Spanish team is missing the ball. Now this is Keszthelyi Nagy, who scored her 100th goal in the Hungarian national team here in Budapest in the tournament, while she is just now the top scorer ever for Hungary in the history of Euro. This is Illés, Vai, back to Illés, now to the center forward. There is Gyöngyösi, and exclusion from Spain. 6-5 for Hungary, and Hungary has a huge chance to take a 2-goal lead. Keszthelyi Nagy pass behind Illés, Vai, Keszthelyi Nagy again. Now shot from Szilágyi, and no goal for the Hungarians from man up. One more time, and there is a fast break chance for the Hungarians. There you could see the Russian head coach, but while this happened, Anna Espar scores her 3rd goal. No, 2nd goal, sorry. Rosi Tarrago also scored 2 times. And Spain equalize. And while we are watching the replay, Migioka got a yellow card, protesting. 4-4. Garda. There's no one to pass for, and the referee is giving the ball to Spain as they saw a turnover foul. Espar. Bea Ortiz. Espar, Tarrago on the left wing. In the middle there is Micah Garcia. Exclusion from Hungary. Szilágyi. Forka. Espar. Tarrago is not shooting, just showing that she will. And there is the shot and the block. No goal for Spain from this man-up situation. And now Hungary is attacking, having the ball. Leimeter. Gorda. Illés. In the middle there is an exclusion from Spain. Illés. The captain, Peña, is having her first personal foul. Illés, a shot. There was a block from Micah Garcia. There is Bea Ortiz waiting for the ball. And the Hungarians are slowing down the fast break. Now Paula Leighton is arriving to the center forward position with Micah Garcia. One more block. Only 15 seconds for Spain now to attack after this shot. On Espar. Under 10 seconds now. And Espar again, and she scores again. Ana Espar is on top form. Her third goal. The Spanish number 3. 27 years old. She was already there 8 years ago when Spain won the silver medal. She was only 19. But from that Olympic silver medalist team, there are still 6 players here in the Spanish lineup, including Ana Espar, Laura Ester, Marta Bach, Tarrago, Peña and Garcia. While from the 2013 World Champion team, the same 6 players. And this is just a comparison with the Hungarians, who won the European Championship 4 years ago, and they have only 4 players still here. So double time for the Spanish, that Olympic silver, and they have almost a double players as well. Actually, from the Hungarian lineup, just in the last time, Attila Bíró left out 2 European gold medalists, Dóra Antal and Gabi Szűcs. So it could be more for the Hungarians, but the head coach decided this. Shot from distance, no goal for Spain, but they are leading by 1. And actually, the Hungarians were leading by 4-3. But now, Spain is leading by 1. Illés. Szilágyi. Now to the center forward position. And Rebecca Parks using her strength. And there is an exclusion from Spain. Tarrago was there in the center forward position, which is not her real position, of course. But there is a deflected shot, went wide. The block after a shot of Keszthelyi Nagy went wide, so the ball goes to Spain, and the last minute of the second quarter is just started. Bea Ortiz. No goal for the Hungarians now for 6 minutes. while Spain managed to score 2 times. They are having the lead now. Bach passing to Paulo Leighton. There is the exclusion from Hungary. Ribanska Natasha. The second major foul to Ribanska, the youngest Hungarian player, 19 years old. This was the first Euro for her, and there is a shot from Leighton, and she hits the crossbar. So Hungary still have 10 seconds. Here in the right wing, there is Leimeter waiting for the ball. Now she disappears under the water, and only 2 seconds to go, and Spain steals the ball. Nothing happens, says the referee. So this is how the first half ended. Spain is leading by Kasho over there. While from Spain is still Laura Ester, so no changes between the goals. So here comes the third quarter of the match. Spain is leading by 1 goal, 5-4. And now let's see who will win the sprint. And this time Van der Waai won it. Illés. Keszthelyi Nagy. Second time Hungarians won the sprint in the match. Keszthelyi Nagy. Waai. Gurisatti. Vai now to the center forward, but only 1 second left. And Hungary got the man advantage. 6-on-5. Ilés. And the second foul for Clara Espar, the sister of Anna Espar, of course. And there is a goal, the second goal on man advantage for Hungary. And the goal scorer is Dóra Leimeter. 5 for Hungary, 5 for Spain. There you can see why was the exclusion for Clara Espar, and the end of the attack with a Hungarian goal scored by Dóra Leimeter, 23 years old. She had her first European Championship 2 years ago in Barcelona. That was her first big tournament. Actually, that time in Barcelona there were some debutants in the Hungarian team. Those players still here. Attila Bíró, the Hungarian head coach, is building a team for the Summer Olympics, but for that, and for the future of course, but for that Hungary must win against Spain. And if Hungary win against Spain, then the final, there will be 2 teams who has no Olympic berths, so the winner of the final will have the Olympic berth for Tokyo. Shot from distance, and this time no goal for Hungary on man advantage. Saved by the post. Attila Bíró reaction of the Hungarian head coach. González. Bea Ortiz. González now to the center forward, and this ball must go to Orsolya Kasó. In the middle of the screen you could see the former Hungarian head coach, the men's team, Dénes Kemény, who guided the Hungarian men's team for 3 Olympic gold medal in a row. He's the president of the Hungarian Water-Polo Association. There is a shot from distance, and saved by the Spanish goalie after the shot of Ilés. Sorry, of course, not Dénes Kemény, already the Hungarian president, but Pilavári following him. And there is a goal for Spain. Goal scorer is Bea Ortiz. Her first goal, and she's the first player who was able to score a goal, because until now Anna Espar and Rosi Tarago scored only 5 goals for Spain. She's only the 3rd Spanish player scoring a goal against Hungary in the semi-final. Now this is Ilés. Castagnol is moving to the center forward position, just like Gyöngyösi there. Attila Bíró always says that he needs universal players who can play in every position in the pool. Garda passing to the center position, and this time nothing happened. There was the Hungarian Anikó Gyöngyösi with 2 Spanish defenders. Disappeared under the water, but nothing happened. It's Peña. This is Marta Bach. Bea Ortiz. There was an elbowing, shows the ref. And exclusion from Hungary. Kristina Garda, her second major foul. Forka, and the shot, and I'm not sure if it was in, and the referee either, so we will check the video review. It can be, it was close, that's for sure. Let's see what can be the decision of the referee. And the referee is asking the ball. And it was a good goal for Spain. And we can see it again. Well, actually, seems like it was in. So this is goal number 7 for Spain. And the first goal for Marta Bach. Now already there are 4 Spanish players scoring goals, not just the 2, Ana Espar and Rosi Tarago. So Hungary is trailing by 2 goals now. Illich. The Hungarian fans are asking the girls to fight. And of course, what else they can do in the pool. Esztainagy, Vai, now to the right. It was not a perfect pass. Now to the left, and what a goal! Great assist and a beautiful goal scored by Vonda Vai. She got just a perfect pass. If I saw well, it came from Illich, but I'm not sure. It was just a fight there, and there is the pass, yes, from Illich. Beautiful goal. Actually, it went in the middle, but the Spanish goalie, Laura Ester, couldn't help to save it. She has only 3 saves, while the Hungarian goalie had only 1 save from 8 shots. So that could mean 2 things. One thing, that the Spanish players are shooting perfectly, or the other thing is that the Hungarian goalie Kassó is not having a good form. There is a deflection, a block. So the ball goes to Hungary, and a minute earlier Hungary was trailing by 2, but now they are attacking for the equalizer. Vai. Mate. Mate again, the debutant, and she hits the crossbar. Zsuzsanna Máté is having her first big tournament at the age of 23. Just a free throw. No exclusion from the Hungarians until now, because on the center position there were 4 Hungarians around the center forward, Majka Garcia. Couldn't happen anything else, and Zsuzsanna Máté is out with substitution because this is her 3rd major foul. A shot, and this was an important save, the 2nd save only for Kassó. Forka. Now run pass, but the rebound, and the ball goes to the Spanish team, and Kassó saves 2 times in a row. This can change on something. And there are a 2-on-1 situation for the Hungarians. This gives me an equalizing chance, and they are missing it. Vai was there. if Vai would get the ball a bit earlier, and then she could pass to Keszthelyi Nagy. And now Keszthelyi Nagy is just arriving for that defense position. So Vai missed the chance. Now lob shot on the post. 35 seconds to go. And swimming back, exclusion from Spain. And Attila Bíró is calling the team timeout. The first time.
Lusi középen, Keszi kapás hátul, Vida rossz kész hátul, Leimi, Vanda kapása, jó? 3-3-at játszunk. Te vagy középen, a Vida van rossz kész hátul. Jó, mehet a kapás, leforgás. Jó, az is jó.
Here is the reaction after that last shot from Rybanska. I will not translate what she said, reading from her mouse. So, 27 seconds for Hungary to finish the attack, which was not good, of course. So there was a confusion on the clock. Now, let's see. Illés passing to the right wing. Now, Garda, Illés, Vai, and she scores! That was a deflection in the head of Paulo Leighton, but it went in. Hungary equalized. Vanda Vai is on top form. This was her second goal, actually 2 in a row for Vai from the left wing, and 1 more assist for Illés. And there is a turnover fall, could be a chance, only 3 seconds for Hungary having the ball, and they are not paying attention on the clock. Rita Keszthelyi Nagy is losing it. France 16-3, while Spain beat Greece 12-9, but it was just excited until 66. The second half was just one-way traffic for Spain. And now let's see, this time Spanish team won the ball, the possession, and the first chance in the last fourth quarter here to attack. Ortiz. Forca. Now to the center forward position, and exclusion from Hungary. Dóra Leimeter, her first personal foul. Peña. Forca. And Espar. Ortiz. Peña. Chance for the shot. Beautiful goal scored by Judith Forca. Just in the right time, she scores her first goal in the match from 3 shots. Wonderful lob shot. Her 10th goal in the tournament. Judith Forca is the goal scorer. And Spain is leading by 1 goal, 8-7. Vai. Until this match, she scored 9 goals. Here she is top scorer for Hungary with 2. Tara Espar is out with substitution with her 3rd major foul. And the shot, actually, this time Rita Keszthelyi Nagy just hit the Spanish player. But this counts as a block that you can see from the replay. Of course, because there was a block ahead of Rita Keszthelyi Nagy. She scored only 1 goal. So the Spanish players are really paying attention with the top scorer of the Hungarians. Now Orsolya Kasó saves again. Now she already has 4 saves. For a long time she was only on a 1 save. Bea Ortiz. Anna Espar. Ortiz. Forca. Now pressing from the Hungarians. They are pushing the Spanish shooters as far as they can from their goal. So the Hungarians changed on defense, the tactics. Szilágyi. Illés. Vai. Keszthelyi Nagy. Just a free throw and only 4 seconds for the Hungarians. Szilágyi, shot from distance, deflected and almost went in. But it was clearly to see that this was not a goal. But just to calm down everyone, even the Spanish head coach, they will check it. Check the video review, but I'm sure it wasn't in. Of course not. So no goal for Hungary, but here you will see the replay. And this was really easy to see, just only the half of the ball was in, the other half was out. So Spain is leading by 1 goal, they are attacking. And the score is Spain 8, Hungary 7. Forca. Peña. Only 7 seconds for the Spanish team to attack. Now a shot from distance and goal scored by Bea Ortiz with the help of the post. The second goal for Bea Ortiz from 6 shots. The top scorer in the European Championships in Barcelona. And the top scorer here from the Spanish team. Now she's on 18 goals, Bea Ortiz. "24 years old. European Championship bronze medalist. It's Rybanska. Kezdhely Nagy. Rybanska. Gorda. Rybanska. Sign from the ref. Exclusion from Spain. And this was a quickly taken shot. Maybe too early. So Spain has the chance to increase the lead to 3 goals, which never happened so far for either team during the game. And after that exclusion, Marta Bach is out with substitution. The second Spanish player after Clara Espar, but they don't care, of course, because there is goal number 10 for Spain, and now the Spanish team is leading by 3 goals. Rosy Tarago, her 3rd goal in the match from 10 shots. Actually, so many shots for Spain, almost 30, while the Hungarians has only 22. They let too many shots for the Spanish shooters, and from that team they have players like Tarrago, Bea Ortiz, Ana Espar or Forca. This is just a mistake. Rybanska. Gorda. Back to Rybanska. No chance to pass to the center forward. There is Parks fighting with Paolo Leighton. Now a shot from distance from Rybanska, and an easy save made by Laura Ester, her 5th save. Hungary is trailing by 3 goals, and I feel if Spain would finish this attack with a goal, then this is over. And this is over because there is a goal for Spain, number 11, and the goal scorer is the number 11, Majka Garcia. Orsolya Kasó was so unlucky, and now the Hungarians are changing goalie. Maybe it's too late. Edina Gangol arriving. There you can see unlucky move from Orsolya Kasó. Maybe this goalie change comes too late, because that's okay that Orsolya Kasó had a great match against in the group stage against Russia, but this time this was not her day. And now 3 minutes to go. Hungary must score, otherwise they will not be in the final. And then the Olympic bird is just blowing away as well. Gorda. Kezdhely Nagy, beautiful goal. Beautiful goal scored by Rita Kezdhely Nagy. The 8th goal for Hungary, and the 2nd goal for Kezdhely Nagy from 5 shots. and this was an extra player goal. Bea Ortiz. And the problem for Hungary is not just they must score goal on every attack, but they must not let to score the Spanish players. Tarrago to the center forward. Nothing happens, said the referee. Micah Garcia is there. Framing that, protesting with the ref a little. Gorda. Keszthelyi, far from the Spanish goal. Only 10 seconds and only 2 minutes to go. Rita Keszthelyi passing to the right. Goal for Hungary. Dóra Leimeter. Goal number 9 for the Hungarians. And now Hungary is trailing by 2 goals, and Dóra Leimeter scores her 3rd goal in the match from 4 shots. But still, Spain must not score if the host Hungarians want to have the chance. If Spain scores, that will be surely over. Tarrago pressing from the Hungarians, but there is a clear player now. Tarrago, 5 seconds for Spain. Now this is Bea Ortiz, shot from distance, saved by the post. Hungary is trying to make a fast break. There is on the left Vai, and the right there is Keszthelyi, and the arriving Leimeter as well, but exclusion from Spain, and Attila Bíró, the Hungarian head coach, calling a timeout.
Figyelj, a kapufánál csúszál befelé, a Keszire kilépnek, Lusi belépsz kapás hátul, vagy majd ahogy jön.
1 minute and 19 seconds to go in this match, in this semi-final, the second in the European Championships here in Budapest. Spain is leading by 2 goals, 11-9 against Hungary. And Hungary has now a man advantage, 6-on-5. Illés. Keszthelyi, only 10 seconds for Hungary. Leimeter. Now to the left wing, Vai, Keszthelyi, shot from distance. What a goal! What a goal scored by Keszthelyi. At least from 6 meters. And Hungary came back to 1 goal. 11-10. She had a quiet match. After 3 quarters, she scored only 1 goal. But look at this. And now she's on 3. Impossible to save it for Lara Ester. Hungary 10, Spain 11. But Spain has the ball. If they score, they are on the final. If they don't, Hungary have a chance, a last chance to equalize. 10 seconds for Spain. Shot from distance, and Edina Gangol saves it. Edina Gangol saves it. Half minute to go. 30 seconds. Illés. But Hungary must score to tie this game. Only 15 seconds from the attack of the Hungarians, and 18 to go. No shoot from Natasha Rymanska. Now Vai, 1 more pass. Looking for the pass, and Keszthelyi missed the chance. And the save of Lara Ester. Spain won the match. It was the chance ahead of Keszthelyi Nagy. But it's impossible that this woman should score always when Hungary needs. Hungary needed to come back from 4 goals, and they came back from until 3 only. In the end, Spain would be able to save 1 goal from that lead. There is the last shot. Not even reached the goal line from Keszthelyi Nagy.